large intestine physiology. In this session, we will discuss in detail large intestine physiology. First, we will discuss its learning objectives, including functional anatomy, movements of the colon, transit time in colon, functions of large intestine. The functional anatomy of the large intestine. Its diameter is longer than small intestine. Length of the large intestine is about 100 centimeter in living. When we see at autopsy, it is found 150 centimeters due to the tone of the muscle. External layer of the longitudinal muscle arranged in 3 bands. This is called a tinea coli. The length smaller than its wall. So haustra produces, that is outpouching. These are known as haustra. There are no villi on mucous membrane. The inward projection of the mucosa for colonic glands secrete mucus and presence of solitary nodules in the cecum. This is the basic functional anatomy of large intestine. Here is the movements of colon, the projection of ileocecal valve in wall of colon which is normally closed. Increased colonic pressure causes closure. Increased pressure in ileum during peristaltic wave opens the valve briefly. There is no significant effect of resection of valve on emptying of ileum and absorption of nutrients. When we see the gastroileal reflex, that means the relaxation of sphincter when food starts leaving stomach. This is gastroileal reflex. Maybe vagal reflex, sympathetic nerve increase the tone of the valve. When we see the segmentation moments, which is based on BER, which we see in earlier sessions, come along with spike at the rate of 2 per minute in cecum to 6 per minute in sigmoid. It helps mixing of chyme with mucus and absorption of sodium and H2O, that is water. The peristalsis here to propel the content towards rectum. This is the basic or main feature of peristalsis. The peristalsis propels the content towards rectum. The antiperistalsis, weak but observed sometimes. The mass action contractions, this is known as mass peristalsis, seen only in colon. Simultaneous contraction of smooth muscle over a large area, moving the material from one portion to another portion of colon and rectum, which initiates defecation reflex. The defecation reflex is resulting from mass peristalsis. When we see the transit time in intestine, when the food enters or that bolus enters from ileum to cecum, at cecum it requires time 4 to 8 hours. From cecum to hepatic flexure 6 hours. From hepatic flexure to splenic flexure 9 hours. And from splenic flexure to pelvic flexure 12 hours. From pelvic colon to rectum, that is about 2 to 3 days. This is a transit time in intestine is observed. When you see the functions of large intestine, mainly the first formation of semi-solid feces. About 1000 to 1200 ml of isotonic chyme is converted to 200 to 250 ml of semi-solid stools. This is the first function, that is formation of semi-solid feces. Second is storage of fecal matter. Third is absorptive function. The sodium actively absorbed along with H2O, the secretion of the potassium and bicarbonate. The large absorptive capacity per rectal administration of drugs, especially in children. Sometimes water intoxication by absorption of enema fluid. When you see the synthetic functions, commensal bacteria in large intestine synthesizes vitamin K, members of B complex vitamin, folic acid, etc. They produce short chain fatty acids which are absorbed by colonic mucosa. These short chain fatty acids has tropic effect on colonic epithelial cells, so combat inflammation. They promote sodium absorption exchange with hydrogen, thus help in acid-base equilibrium and help in absorption of cholesterol.